transfer rumors, news, Liverpool Nusa, Fofana if Rodrygo move fails. Al Nassr are looking at Chelsea left-back Marc Cucurella and Manchester United winger Antony, while Liverpool could move for RB Leipzig forward Antonio Nusa or Lions Malik Fofana if a bid for Real Madrid's Rodrygo falls flat. Join us for the latest transfer news, rumors, and gossip from around the globe. Liverpool are prioritizing a move for Real Madrid winger Rodrygo, according to Team Talk. The Reds reportedly see the 24-year-old as their number one option to replace Luis Diaz as the Colombia international nears a €75 million move to Bayern Munich. But with belief that Los Blancos could demand a significant transfer fee worth close to €90 million, the Anfield hierarchy are also lining up some alternatives. One of those is 20-year-old RB Leipzig and Norway international Antonio Nusa, while Lions Malik Fofana, also 20, is another player on their radar. Al Nassr are interested in Chelsea left-back Marc Cucurella, reports Marca. The Saudi Pro League side are expected to make an irresistible offer to the 27-year-old, but the Blues could be reluctant to let him go due to his importance to manager Enzo Maresca. Meanwhile, Cristiano Ronaldo's side are also keen on Manchester United winger Antony, according to UOL. The 25-year-old, recently on the radar of RB Leipzig and Leverkusen, is allowed to leave Old Trafford for £50 million. Juventus are preparing an improved offer for Paris Saint-Germain striker Randal Kolo Muani amid belief that Manchester United could make an approach for him, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. There are reported to be daily discussions ongoing with PSG over a move for the 26-year-old, but the Bayern Canary are now expected to advance the deal to avoid it being hijacked by the Red Devils. Kolo Muani scored 8 goals in 16 Serie A matches last season, before scoring twice at the FIFA Club World Cup. Negotiations are continuing between Marseille and Juventus regarding a move for US Menti winger Timothy Weah, reports the Quipe. The 25-year-old is reported to be keen on making the switch to the League One club, who want Juve to lower their demands of around €22 million for the mandatory permanent clause that is included in the loan deal. Weah, capped 44 times by the US Menti, directly contributed to 7 goals in 30 Serie A appearances last season. Liverpool are ready to step up their efforts to sign Newcastle striker Alexander Isak this week, according to the Daily Mail. The Magpies are braced to receive an offer from the Reds, and with the 25-year-old interested in making the switch to Anfield, an approach worth close to £150 million would reportedly be considered. Meanwhile, Fabrizio Romano reports that there are no talks between Isak and clubs in Saudi Arabia despite speculation, as Liverpool prepare a record proposal for him. Liverpool Transfer News Live Alexander Isak latest, Luis Diaz interest, Darwin Núñez future. Hugo Ekitike became the Reds' 7th summer signing on Wednesday as they announced the signing from Eintracht Frankfurt in a deal worth around £69 million plus £10 million in add-ons. Ekitike had a medical on Tuesday in London before putting the finishing touches on a 6-year contract, and the striker is now on the Hong Kong leg of their pre-season tour of Asia, with a debut potentially coming against Milan on Saturday. The former Paris Saint-Germain follows Jeremy Frimpong, Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, Armin Pexi, Freddie Woodman and Georgi Mamardashvili, whose £29 million agreement with Valencia was struck last year, through the Anfield doors. Ekitike's move has taken the club spending to over £250 million. However, the name now on everyone's lips is Alexander Isak, with Liverpool monitoring developments at Newcastle United after they left the centre-forward out of their pre-season tour squad. Isak is now said to have asked the club about exploring a move away over the coming weeks. Signing another striker could also expedite the expected departure of Darwin Núñez, who has interest from Al Hilal of the Saudi Pro League and Milan. There is also the potential for Luis Diaz to leave amid interest from Barcelona and Bayern Munich. The Reds are bracing for another approach from the latter, but have not received any further offers from the Bundesliga club. Bayern have, though, been back in verbal contact, again being told the forward is not for sale this summer. Any departure for the Colombia international would also strengthen links with Rodrygo, a forward seemingly out of favor at Real Madrid under their new head coach, Xabi Alonso. Stay with us at the Echo as we bring you the latest Liverpool transfer news and rumors. Goodbye for now. We'll be closing down this transfer blog shortly. But don't worry, you can follow all of the latest transfer news over on our new blog here. Liverpool dressing room really excited over teenager who is incredible for his age. Rio Ngumaha has been back to make a significant breakthrough in the Liverpool first team during the forthcoming campaign after another impressive preseason showing. The 16-year-old, who scored in last week's behind-closed-doors win over Stoke City, laid on Liverpool's opening goal for Dominic Szoboszlai and was a constant threat down the left during his first-half performance. The former Chelsea man is already the second youngest player in history to feature for Liverpool's senior side, having started the FA Cup third win over Accrington Stanley in January. And Harvey Elliott, who himself made his Reds debut age 16 back in 2019, believes Ngumaha has a big chance of becoming a regular in Arne Slot's first-team reckoning over the coming months. "He is fearless," said Elliott. "He showed that against AC Milan, one of Europe's big teams. He looked like a kid in the park, and he is a kid. He just needs to carry on like this. We are trying as much as we can to help him out. If he keeps on performing the way he is and working as hard as he is, the kid has got an amazing future. I'm really excited to see where things go. Hopefully he can be very successful. There aren't many 16 or 17-year-olds who get into the team, and he's in it because he's incredible for his age. He's able to handle himself like he showed against Milan. It's important that the younger lads are around him and look after him, which is what we have been doing. We are not leaving him out and are bringing him into the squad and making him feel really part of it. He's going to have a massive shot this season. We can all see his quality. I think he has a really big chance. He just needs to keep working hard and keep going. The rest I'm sure he will handle himself. In the upcoming years, hopefully he can show the world and especially Liverpool why he is so highly rated." Luis Diaz getting close to Bayern Munich move. Luis Diaz is closing in on a move to Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich, according to Ben Jacobs. Writing on X on Sunday morning, Jacobs said, "Understand Luis Diaz is getting close to a move to Bayern and likely for under €80 million. Still some work to be done. Diaz heading to Tokyo with the rest of the #LFC team, but an agreement with Bayern is not far off." Luis Diaz Liverpool transfer latest as Arne Slot confirms reason behind AC Milan absence. Arne Slot has confirmed Luis Diaz was left out of the pre-season friendly defeat to AC Milan due to interest from Bayern Munich, with Liverpool now braced for another bid from the Bundesliga champions. Diaz played no part in Saturday's 4-2 loss to the Rossoneri after talks resumed between Liverpool and Bayern earlier this week, and having turned down a bid shy of £60 million earlier this month, the German giants are now expected to return with an improved offer. "In Lucho's situation it was linked to his future, yeah," Slot said after the game in Hong Kong. "There are a lot of rumors around it lately and I cannot go into that. But he is training really well with us and we have decided, for now, not to play him yet." Alexander Isak latest. Liverpool are continuing to be linked with a move for Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak. The Reds are monitoring the Sweden international's future at St. James Park as rumors continue to swirl that he could leave Newcastle this summer. Now a fresh update has emerged which may hand Liverpool a boost in their hopes of signing Isak. Expert reveals when Liverpool will make a formal offer for Isak with Newcastle camp split. Newcastle United are bracing themselves for an offer from Liverpool for Alexander Isak after a deal to sell Luis Diaz edges closer, according to reports. The Reds have made major strides in the summer transfer market already with the arrivals of Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez and Hugo Ekitike. Liverpool are seemingly now concentrating on moving some players on before dipping back into the transfer market once again. The sale of Diaz edged closer on Sunday evening with the Premier League champions and Bayern Munich agreeing a fee, which is likely to help Liverpool put in a bid for Newcastle striker Isak. Former CBS Sports journalist Ben Jacobs brought the latest on Sunday. He said, "Full agreement now in place for the sale of Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich. Fee is €75 million. Permission to travel granted, and Diaz will leave the club's Asia tour. He is currently in Tokyo, but expected to travel in next 24 hours. Liverpool only accepted the offer after securing what the club considers to be full market value for Diaz. Diaz and his representatives pushed for the move. Liverpool paid Porto €45 million plus add-ons, with only €4 million triggered, bringing his total cost to €49 million. No sell-on to Porto. Diaz first signaled a wish to leave in the summer of 2024, but Liverpool held firm then before reluctantly allowing him to leave now. Understand two separate attempts to agree a contract extension failed due to a gulf in terms. Liverpool believe Diaz's departure still leaves them with plenty of attacking depth. Diaz's sale means Liverpool have passed £190 million in player sales, inclusive of add-ons, since Richard Hughes became sporting director. Diaz's sale along with Darwin Núñez's expected exit opens the door for another attacker at Anfield, but Jacobs insisted that Liverpool will not bid blindly. Liverpool remain intent to sign Alexander Isak this summer even after Hugo Ekitike's arrival. Luis Diaz's exit, coupled with a likely Darwin Núñez departure, opens the door for another attacker despite confidence in the current options. However, there are no plans to bid blindly. Liverpool will only make a formal offer for Isak if given encouragement from Newcastle. Liverpool waiting to understand if Newcastle are now willing sellers, due to Isak pushing for an exit, before tabling any offer. Should they make one, it will be with confidence and not simply a speculative bid. And now Daily Mail journalist Craig Hope, who is out in Singapore with the Newcastle squad, insists that the Magpies are expecting a formal offer from Liverpool for Isak this week. Hope adds, they must choose between negotiating and extracting maximum value for the player, or refuse all offers and tell Isak he is staying. Even within the camp here in Singapore, opinion is split as to which approach is best for the club. Hugo Ekitike's view on Liverpool role speaks volumes amid Alexander Isak transfer twist. Liverpool new boy Hugo Ekitike insists he will do what the coach asks me to do, as he maintained his versatility is one of his key attributes amid speculation that Alexander Isak could soon be joining him at Anfield. The Frenchman has just moved to the Reds from Frankfurt, joining for £79 million after enjoying a breakthrough season with the German club. Ekitike was bought in and tipped to lead the line for Arne Slot's side as they look to retain their Premier League crown. However, the situation surrounding Isak at Newcastle looks to have changed, and it could open the door for Liverpool to break the British transfer record for the second time in one summer. The Swede has made it clear he wants to explore his options away from St James Park. A move to Liverpool is on his radar, and that could leave Slot's new £79 million signing, who was bought in to lead the line, having to move to accommodate Isak. However, that appears to be something Ekitike is more than willing to do. He told the club's website, I do what the coach asks me to do, but yeah, I like to do everything. I can't define myself only as a striker, who likes to finish. I like to play, I like to be in the game, in the collective part of play, and create also. So I can do both. I can play alone and I like to play also with another striker, and I think that's what makes me versatile. But now in this football you need to adapt. For the early part of last season Ekitike played in the Frankfurt attack with Omar Marmush, who is now at Manchester City. It may be a case of the Frenchman either playing in tandem with Isak or being pushed out wide to allow the Swede to play centrally. Liverpool are due to bank £65 million from the sale of Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich, which leaves them light of a player in attack, and now an official approach is now expected. Newcastle have made it clear they want to keep their best players, but if Isak does push for the exit door it could force the owners into making a decision. If Liverpool's offer approaches the £150 million valuation they have for the player, then the Magpies may be tempted to sell up and reinvest as they draw up a list of targets. Eddie Howe has confirmed that Isak will not be joining Newcastle on their pre-season tour amid all the speculation. The Magpies boss said, "The club will make the right decision with all the information that it has, and ultimately to try and move the club forward in whatever way that is." Then it's up to us to make good decisions the other way and try and improve the squad as best we can. That's what we're trying to do, regardless of Alex's situation. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.